Disney's Bambi remake will change a key scene to avoid traumatizing kids. It's a great article to come out just before the weekend. But in case you missed my last video, that's what Disney's doing since they're incapable of writing a new story. So not only are we probably going to get people in fursuits because it has to be live action, now they're going to change the entire story again. But we're going to get into that article, guys. But before we do, make sure you drop me a like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this video out, and of course I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. So let's get into this atrocity. Disney's Bambi is getting a live-action remake over 80 years since the animated version hit screens. Like the company's other classic cartoons to get the treatment, the news has divided fans of the entertainment giant, and they've already taken to social media to express their dissent. You don't need to remake Bambi. There's no reason to remake it at all, let alone make it a live action. In an interview with Collider on September 26th, so last week, writer Lindsay Anderson Beer shared her plans for the remake. I do think there is a way to update Bambi, and our take on it did give a little bit more of a scope to it. Doesn't need a bigger scope. And I just think that to be able to bring it to life for kids these days in a way that maybe they relate to a little bit more would be of service to the original. No! The entire point of that movie is bad shit happens, and then Bambi goes off and does Bambi fucking things with Thumper and all of them. A recent poll conducted by Redfield and Wilton Strategies on behalf of Newsweek found that 50% of American adults were happy for Disney to update its older content to align with modern values, although the majority of respondents wished Disney would create new stories rather than remake its archive. If 50% of people were happy with all these bullshit modern audience fucking remakes, Disney would be making bank. But they're not. So I'm kind of curious on how Redfield and Wilton got that 50% number. I'm willing to bet it's people that pay for Newsweek in 2023. Then I'm curious how big the sample size was. Of course, that link just goes to their website, so not going to find out. They're just mysteriously, we get a 50% number with no way to verify that. However, fans are unhappy with the idea of modernizing Bambi, which was released in 1942 and was Walt Disney's fifth feature-length animation. Well, I thought you said half of them were happy for it. And I thought you said a majority of them were unhappy with the remakes. So which way does it go? Make up your damn mind. How exactly do you modernize something that took place in the middle of the forest? Wrote JW Cartoonist on Twitter, the social, whatever. How exactly do you modernize something that took place in the middle of the forest? JW Cartoonist on Twitter. There was nothing about Bambi's original story that screamed this was made in the 40s. Yeah, there's nothing that screams like this needs to be updated. There's like, at least from what I can remember, there's no houses, there's no cars, there's no people. It is just fucking animals. So how does that need an update? Bambi is a literal and universally understood story, posted the Abbey Roadie. It's a coming-of-age tale with animals in a timeless forest full of moments of joy, loss, danger, and love, all facets of not only the human experience, but life itself. There is zero need to modernize it. Correct. Honestly, you shouldn't modernize anything. You should leave them in the timeline they are. When you pull something out of a timeline and modernize it, it means you're changing the entire story. It means you have to change everything. So they asked somebody else, and they said it's a film that is legitimately timeless and can't be modernized because there's nothing about it that has been made irrelevant or outdated. Dragging out classics from the graves and putting shiny new clothes to squeeze more money out of them is disrespectful to their legacy. You're meant to be a creative company. Stop rehashing and go create. Well, unfortunately, a majority of the writers are incapable of creating anything new. They have no fucking brain. They don't have the ability to create anything. These people have no imagination. And if I'm being quite literal, I'm pretty sure they're all fucking autistic. Like, they can't take anything and interpolate it or extract it and make something else. They have to take what's already there and replace words with other words. All right, looks like they got some more stuff here that people said about it. They'll make the hunter an evil white man. Bambi's mom will be a message about incel rage, and Bambi will also be black. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if it was literal people in fucking fursuits acting all this out. I can't wait for the powerful scene when Bambi and Thumper learn a TikTok dance posted somebody else. That'll probably happen. All right, here they go into the fucking sensitivity bullshit. Beer said the original animation is a different tempo to what modern audiences are accustomed to, highlighting the scenes where Bambi's mom is shot and killed by a hunter. There's a treatment there's a treatment of the mom dying that I think some parents these days are more sensitive about that than they were in the past, and I think that's one of the reasons that they haven't shown it to their children. Oh my god, these people are literally the softest fucking smooth brain people on the planet. Oh my god, a cartoon fucking character got shot and killed. We can't let you watch that. Meanwhile, hey, let's go watch the new fucking Saw 10 movie with our 6-year-old. Fucking these fucking weirdos. Disney has released a spate of live action remakes and the animated blah blah blah. Yeah, we already know that. Every one of them's been fucking terrible. They go on to complain about Halle Bailey and the fucking racism, Rachel Zegler and the fucking racism. Yeah, and the rest of the article is just them fucking bitching, calling everybody a fucking racist. Well, at least after 4 months, there's an update on the live action Bambi remake. And I still think it's going to be fucking just an absolute disaster. Like every remake they do, they're going to push in the new fucking woke identity politics and master it for modern audiences that don't want to see it because there aren't many modern audience people. That's why all of their fucking movies are failing. And I'm glad to see it. I am glad to see it. Hit them where it hurts in their bank account. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be very specific. What's going to be your favorite modernized take of this Bambi remake? Do you think it's going to be the TikTok dances? But again, let me know in the comments section. While you're there, make sure you drop me a like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this video out. And until the next one, be easy like sleazy.